Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you the chayotes that I saved from last year's harvest. As you can see, they're all sprouted, and most of them actually are already shriveled and it shrunk up quite a bit, and some of them are dying. You see, it's a waste, right? You can tell. This is what it looks like. They've been sitting upstairs in our storage room. So if I took the time, or if I have taken the time to plant them earlier this month when they were all, yeah, like this, it has a vine already and it's shriveled. I should have planted it right away. But yeah, I had a lot last year when I harvested. You see, shriveled. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save as much as I can and plant them in containers right now. This is not too late yet. You see here. This is what it looks like when a chayote sprouts. It will have a, like that, and the cleavage here. It will grow out, sprout. All you have to do is just bury it. Hopefully it's not too late yet. I don't think it's late. But yeah, I'm going to do it right now. I was hoping that I could plant them earlier, but I did not. I got busy and I got lazy. See, I wasted quite a bit of chayote from my last year's harvest, and the ones that I did not eat, they shriveled up. They had sprouts and shoots and they have vines, but then they all die. I don't think some of these will continue to grow, because once the chayote is like this, it dries up. When it's dried, there's no water. Water inside the chayote is the food of the vine, the shoot. So if there is not enough water from the shriveled chayote, then obviously the chayote will not continue to live. But this one here looks okay, but I'm not sure either. I'll just have to try and plant. You see, I got lazy, I admit it, because I know I will have chayotes growing back later, but I should not be wasting this. Yeah, I'm sorry, chayotes. Okay, let me plant these. The vines are all tangled up. Now it's taking a while for me to untangle. Like this one here, the chayote, it's so firm and it's bigger, so it will have something inside to nourish the vine. So this one here, it's going to make it. It's going to survive, even though the vine is long. If I plant this one here, the likelihood of this surviving is great. So the higher chance, the bigger the chayote, because you don't want to wait until it's really shriveled up to like this, and it's dry. There's no water inside. The water inside is going to serve as the food to nourish the chayote vines. This one here is okay. So don't wait for too long for the vines to get really long before you plant them in containers or in the ground. So the chayotes are untangled. It took a while for me to do that. Those are damaged. No hope for those. Those one might be okay. So the tendrils, the vines are like 3 feet long. Don't wait until it gets really difficult to manage. I have this in this wheelbarrow here. These are peat moss, and I'm going to reuse the soil from my last year's potted. This is where I planted one of the peppers, so I can reuse this just to mix into the peat moss. And I have here earthworm casting, the earthworm poop, like this, earthworm casting. just to add nutrients to the soil. More reused soil from last year's. Yeah, even though you've used the soil up from previous year's planting, you can still reuse them. It's fine. And I also add perlite. This will help aerate the soil. So the soil is not like clumpy or something like that. But perlite is optional. If your soil is loamy, you don't need perlite. Your soil is loamy, it has a lot of biodegradable and organic matter. You don't need perlite. Just use whatever local soil you have, and that should be fine. Should be perfect. You don't need to extensively spend a lot of money just to have potting soil for your potted plant. Reuse your soil. Use local soil, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. Topsoil, you can make your own compost too. There you go. You have to mix it really well. Make sure that the soil is loose and moist, but not too wet. And from this, I'm going to fill the pots where I could plant the chayotes, the sprouted chayotes. Chayotes like loamy soil, rich and loamy soil. But of course, you can always fertilize it with just regular fertilizer or whatever available fertilizer you have. Organic fertilizer is better, of course. There you go. I think this is ready now. I am also reusing containers from the containers that I bought with plants. So nothing to waste. You don't waste containers. If you can reuse, that's better. And of course, these are a lot smaller containers. The chayotes are already sprouted, so it may, and this is the last day of January. All I wanted is for the chayote to have a nourishment. So I'm going to plant them here in these pots so that I can continue to water it and nourish the chayote without the vines dying. So this will be a temporary place for the chayote to grow. It's springtime is like in about 2 months, so that will give time for the chayote to produce more leaves. There you go. Okay, I did not fill the container all the way because I want to bury the chayote. I felt sorry for the chayotes because they felt neglected. And I apologize to the chayotes. I'm hoping they would grow. I'm hoping they would produce more leaves and survive. I think they will. So anyway, I still have some more chayotes inside the house. These are the ones that I just want to save right now. So anyway, here are the chayotes. Some people, they will bury this side here, but since the chayote seed, this one is the seed, since this is already shriveled and small, I can just bury the whole thing. Some people will bury it like upside down because this is where the roots are gonna come out. So it's okay if you put it sideways like this so that the seeds will continue to produce roots like that. So this one is done. This one here, you can see it's when there is not enough nutrients, the vines will not continue to produce leaves. So it needs to have some nourishment of some sort. Okay, now I spare it. And this one here, let me see. I want to get a bigger pot. Bigger pot is better. But it's okay if it's smaller, as long as there's water. Like that. In a week or so, you will see more roots. I got so confident that I have a lot of chayotes that I don't have to plant them right away. But see, it's also a waste if I just let it go to waste, you know. So that's why I'm doing something right now. Just to save the chayotes. So I have them all in containers. Now I need to just get some branches so that they have something to climb on or to support. You don't have to buy a trellis of some sort. You just need to have something to support the vines. There you go. I need to get more branches. Here I got more support, more trellis for these chayotes. So I'm hoping that they will have this and it will continue to grow more leaves. Like just like that. You'll have to make do, so you don't have to spend a lot of money just to have your garden going. If there's a will, there's a way. If you want to, I don't know how to do it here. There you go, 3. Oops. Need to put a smaller branch here. Yeah, I should have done this a lot sooner, but I have not. There you go. All the chayotes are supported and they are in pots. Hopefully they will produce more leaves and I will update you later. So again, don't follow me. I procrastinate. I was just so confident that they are okay. But then, you know, I don't want to waste them. So I have to do something. Thanks for watching. I'll update you later. Happy gardening.